All right, so we're going to take a look at the media library now. Media library is essentially where you'll keep all of your media. It's where you can go upload images, upload PDFs, things of that nature that you want to reference on your site. As you start to add items, you can add them directly to pages and posts as we've seen earlier, or you can add them here. Let's say you get a photographer in and he does quite a few nice shots for you. You can actually come in and upload them all at once very easily by heading to media and then hitting add new. And it's going to tell you that you can drop files right here from your computer or select files, and it'll open something to open your files as well. So let's just take a quick example here. So we've got an image that we're going to go ahead and select from our computer, and we're going to hit open, and it's going to upload that image. And when it is done, you'll see the thumbnail there. You can click on that thumbnail then to see it in its larger scale. A lot of folks have previous web experience and are used to shrinking images prior to uploading to the web. That is not something we do anymore, and the reason is that WordPress will take care of all of that for you. When the site is built out, the designer creates multiple sizes for every image and specifies that for what is going to be used by the theme and by the plugins. And so every time you upload an image, it follows those rules that the designer sets and makes multiple copies of that image. So you actually upload the highest quality you have, and then WordPress will make multiple smaller versions to be used as necessary. The next thing we want to talk about is getting a little bit of metadata going for every image. As I mentioned before, once you put that in there once, it will work across the board. So here, we're going to put in some alt text. Alt text is basically to, as it says here, describe the purpose of the image. Folks that have maybe a visual impairment will have a screen reader that will read this text. This is the text that it will read to them to describe the image. So in this case, I'm going to say that this is a, let's just say this is a title screen of the Building Our Future presentation. Okay, so presentation, I'll spell that right. And so that creates the alt text of it. The next thing we can do is title it. The title could be the same as the alt text. It doesn't have to be. Building Our Future is the title here. And here we'll give this a caption. Caption and description are purely optional. I would always get some alt text. I would always get a title going. Caption, depending on your theme, if you have galleries used, often shows below that. Description can go into even more detail about a photo when it's in a gallery setting as well, or sometimes when it's in set, those caption and descriptions might show up as well. So here we'll say that the caption here is very similar to the alt text, so I'm going to copy that and say that this is the title screen of the Building Our Future presentation, and then here in description we'll say that a custom built image from the Richland area chamber. Ooh, type that right. Richland area chamber with Lego building blocks to emphasize building our future. We'll say to emphasize the title, Building Our Future. Okay, so now we've got those things built out. The beautiful thing about this is once you do this once, you put in that time to do it that once, but then you don't have to do it again. Every time that image is used and referenced on your site, it will pull these in automatically. The last thing I want to bring up here on the detail page is this delete permanently. WordPress does a lot of things really well, like automatically sizing and making sure the meta information is throughout the page and getting that meta information on for search engine optimization. But one thing it does not know is how often you are using that image. So if you're using that image multiple times, and you hit delete permanently, it will disappear from all those multiple times. It will not know, it will not warn you that you're using it multiple times. So here we get the warning that you're going to permanently delete this item from your site and it cannot be undone. Cancel to stop or OK to delete. I'm going to hit cancel because I want to complete this, okay? But once you're done, and if you know you're never going to need an image, or maybe there's a copyright concern, you can delete permanently and know that it will not show up anywhere on your site. Okay, last thing we do is just close that out, and now it's in there and ready to go. Other things you can do are upload PDFs. Let's say we're going to go ahead and upload a PDF, and I have, let's see, a copy of the Mansfield Visitor Guide for 2021 here. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that. When you upload a PDF, sometimes, most of the time, WordPress will find it and know what to do. But there's this file URL that shows up for all images and all PDFs as well, anything in the media library. So this is really handy to come in here and copy URL to clipboard. What that's going to do is let you paste that in either to maybe social media if you want to link straight to it, or to a page. Some plugins might not discover a PDF, so you copy that file URL here to your clipboard, and then you can use it elsewhere in your site to link directly to this document. We would normally do the same thing here, like give it a title, so visitor's guide, something like that. I'm not going to work through all of those right now because I think you understand the idea. And now I'm not going to use this anywhere on this site, so I am going to go ahead and hit delete permanently, and it will delete that. And we'll go ahead and clean this one up as well. All right, so that covers media. Next we'll head into individual plugins. Thanks for your time.